Good morning, everyone. Hello, beautiful people. Thank you for being here today. My name is Lisa Espinosa. And if this is your first time connecting with me, welcome. I'm so excited that you're here. And my work as a spiritual career coach, what I do is I help women and those men who are drawn to my work as well to evolve their career or their life's work by following their soul's guidance. So by tuning inside first. So rather than starting by focusing on updating resumes or getting more training, always the beginning is to tune in and connect with your soul so that you can receive the guidance of the steps that you're meant to take. So just so that we're on the same page, for those of you who might be connecting with me for the first time, when I talk about the soul, I'm talking about that space inside of you that is your true essence, that is eternally connected to source. And by source, I mean God, Goddess, the universe, energy, whatever you refer to as that energy. So this is this place inside of us that knows exactly what you are meant to do in your life, but specifically with my work, talking about your career, your life's work. What job, what career are you meant to have that will bring you the most joy, the most fulfillment, and will also bring the most light and medicine and help and support to others. So that is really important to know, because I want to be clear that your soul is not just guiding you, and hi Jill, hi Makesha, to the next, job, right? Your soul is really guiding you step by step for you to evolve your career, your work in a way that is meant to be the space that you share your gifts in the most authentic, powerful way. So in the Facebook Lives, there's two components to it. I do a little teaching, and a lot of the teachings are repetitive. It's not, I don't mean to do that intentionally, but with this stuff, I realize for myself and with my clients that we just need to hear things over and over, because the pull of the external world is so big that it's easy for us to forget. It's easy for us to forget these really simple but profound truths. And then the other part of the Facebook Live is that I will guide you on an inner journey so that you can tap into your own soul's guidance about, what is your soul telling you right now, right? So that's the intention. Also, I will share some of the things that I have coming up. Hi, Maria, good to see you. And also for you to know, and I'll share about this a little bit later, but if you're interested in receiving private support, if you feel like I'm ready to have a mentor by my side, someone that can help me as I evolve my career, as I evolve my life's work, because it is a courageous journey to do this. I just keep saying this over and over. It is not for the faint of heart to commit to your soul's guidance and to say, I'm going to follow my soul and really be authentic and show myself fully to the world. That is not, it's easy, but it's not simple. We have so many fears that come up. So if you feel like I would love to receive some help, some mentorship with this, I would love to talk to you about it. And I'll share a little bit more on how you can do that. Okay, so today's teaching. So really interesting. Hey, Lorenza. I love all this reunion of awesome women that is happening here. So if you read my blogs or saw some of the other things I've been talking about, I spent a lot of time, I'm going to show you my letter, talking about connecting with your future self, right? So this idea of, and by future, I'm specifically talking like the end of 2019. Of course, there's your future self 5 years from now, 3 years from now, and so on. But I've really been guiding you and all of us to connect with your future you December 31st of 2019, right? So in the retreat that I led in January, in a blog post that I wrote, and also on a Facebook Live, I talked about writing a letter to your future self. No, sorry, not that. I keep saying that. Asking your future self to give you advice. So having your future self write you a letter, right? So I did a whole meditation on like connecting with that future you that already achieved the goal or goals that you've set out for yourself for 2019. And I'm specifically talking about your career goals. And I had you write. So this is my letter. I did a, I put some music. I invited my future me, in 2019. And I connected with her and I asked her, what's your advice for me? What guidance do you have for me so that I can achieve the goals that I've set for myself? One being writing my second book. 2, I had, an income goal for sure for 2019, and also just reaching more people, having more people, or not just in Chicago, but around the country and even world, connect with my work. So there's all these bold goals that I have that are coming from my soul. And so I as I did this meditation, my beautiful soul, who's so wise and knows all this, wrote me a letter. I wrote it down. And then, I addressed it and I mailed it to myself. So I haven't opened it. I'm kind of saving it for a special day soon to open that. So, hi, Michelle. Hi, Miriam. So I'm sharing this because as I've been talking about this with lots of people, lots of women especially, and they have their goals, they've gotten these beautiful letters from their future self, right? This beautiful advice and guidance. But then we're in this moment, right? So then it's like you've got these goals, you can maybe even like totally imagine and see it and feel it. And then we're back in this present moment. So today's teaching is about, well, how do you go from this moment to that future place, right? And not get paralyzed, because I find that that's what happens. That as your soul is bold, it is loving, unconditionally loving, but it is not tiptoeing, right? So some of the goals that your soul might have for you, as exciting and wonderful as they feel, might feel in the moment, because you're not there, somewhat paralyzing, or we overcomplicate things. So this teaching that's so simple, but really is the way to move forward, is to learn to take the next right step. So whatever your goals are, wherever your soul, your beautiful soul, is leading you, to share your soul's medicine, right? To share your gifts with the world. Because remember, your soul is constantly asking and inviting you to evolve. Even if the work you do right now is powerful and is helping so many people, your soul's always saying, okay, there's more for you. There's more evolution. There's more of my light that you can share with your clients, your students. So your soul is like, come on. Your soul's like, you can do this. Let's move forward. So the key then every day is to tap into your soul's guidance. And I write about this in my book. I call them interrupter rituals. And the teaching's not really about the interrupter rituals, but it's connected. Is that every day you have time throughout your day to tap into your soul's guidance. And I would say specifically in the beginning of your work day. So remember, my focus is your career and your work. Of course, you can apply this to like everything. Asking, okay, what is the next right step for me to take? So you have your goal in mind, right? Your career goal, whatever it is, whether, if you're a therapist and it's to have more clients, or whether you are, in marketing, but you want to bring in like law of attraction principles, or, maybe you teach yoga, or you do massage or some type of body work, but you're being really guided to bring in spirituality. So whatever your goal is, or you're writing a book, right? It's like, okay, today, what is the next right step for me to take? And your soul, and this is what I want to tell you, when you ask your soul this question, your soul always answers. Like it always does. Now, it might not be like a sentence that you hear in words, although I really believe the more you practice this, the easier that way comes, direct guidance. But often, especially when you're getting started, especially because we have all those parts of us that can doubt what our soul is telling us, often your soul will talk to you through synchronicity, through other people, right? Through dreams, through spirit animals, through oracle cards, through all these different divination ways that your soul can validate the guidance you're already receiving. So that question, and it's so easy to forget because there's so many different tools, there's so many things to do. And I know for me, I get so much comfort and so much encouragement from visualizing my future. In fact, it's a daily practice for myself to connect with that future self that I am becoming and make decisions from that place. That is a powerful practice. And at the same time, that if we just stay there, it can lead us to be very ungrounded and unpresent in our life. So it's really important to then, so do that, like, okay, I'm becoming this. This is who I'm becoming. This is who I want to be in my work. And today, what is the next right step for me to take? And I want to say that a lot of times the next right step might not seem career related, obviously career related. So for example, your soul might say the next right step today is for you to go to a yoga class, or for you to start to shift your diet, what you eat, in a different way, or for you to make that phone call to that friend, or for you to go to this Facebook Live, right? Or for you to start reading that book, or, so you might be waiting for like, okay, what's my next step? And, hearing some really obvious career related things, but your soul might really know that the first next right step is something different because it's creating the foundation. So I want to say that because a lot of times when clients come to me or when they come for the breakthrough session, which is that initial discovery session to see if we want to work together, women will often say, I'm not getting any guidance from my soul. I so want to do this, but I'm totally clueless about what to do. And as we continue talking, something often will come up like, well, I have been getting this guidance to start meditating, or I have been getting this guidance to go to this one class, or I have been getting guidance to stop eating meat or start eating meat, whatever it is. I have been getting this guidance to, call this one friend. But they've been ignoring it because in their mind, that's not career related. When in fact your soul knows, or their soul knew, like, yes, that's the step we need you to do, because when you take that step, that's going to bring some clarity that's really important. So the teaching for today is my invitation for you is to take every day at the beginning of your workday, whatever that means for you, whatever that looks like for you, to tap into your soul's guidance. And you might already have a meditation practice, but if you don't, super simple, and we're going to do one right now actually, bringing your hands to your heart and asking, what is today, what is the next right step for me to take? Now, it doesn't mean it'll be the only thing you do. I am sure you have a to-do list of other things, but that you commit to whatever your soul says, whether it says it directly or through synchronicity, through other ways, then you take that step. And a lot of times your soul will not give you more information until you take that step. So that's really so simple. And yet I know for myself, when I start to feel stuck and I'm just kind of going in circles or telling myself, I don't know, I'm confused, really catch yourself, right? To not indulge in confusion, or not to keep that mantra of I don't know. But instead, remind yourself, my soul knows, my soul is always talking to me, and my soul always has that next right step that I can take. Always, always, always. There's no exception. Why would your soul hide that information from you? And I also want you to know that your soul does not want to increase fear in your life. Your soul knows that that is the number one block to hearing our soul's guidance, is fear. So if you have fear of receiving your soul's guidance, remember, your soul is so loving, is so kind, is so gentle, knows you so well, that the guidance you receive from your soul will be uplifting and encouraging. Yes, it might make you a little shaky and tender because your soul's always stretching you, but that's normal. That's a different type of fear. That's like nervousness because you are becoming who you are, because it's a courageous journey, and okay, this is what I'm supposed to be. This is who I'm supposed to be. Thank you, Jill. I love that you're sharing the things that are really resonating. And hi, Maria Elena. Nice to see you. Yes. So before I do the inner journey, and actually I want to say, I'm going to put a post on Facebook, but if there's some specific question you have about connecting with your soul to evolve your career that you would love me to talk about in an upcoming Facebook Live, I would so appreciate you sharing that with me, either here or in a post that I'll put it on Facebook. So definitely, if you have something that I have this burning question that I would love to hear you talk about, connected to, how to evolving your career by following your soul's guidance, please share. And I would love to talk about that in a future Facebook Live. So before we do the inner journey today, a couple of things. One, as I said at the beginning of the call, if you are feeling that this is the year for you, that this is the year for you to really commit in a deeper way to the relationship with your soul and following that guidance, I would love to help you. I would love to be your mentor, and I would love to just talk to you about exploring that possibility. So if you're interested, if you go to my website, which is lisaespinosa.net, and you go to the Start Here page, on there you can read all about my breakthrough session, which is about 45 minutes to an hour. This is a free session. You could do it in person, phone, or Skype. And this is an opportunity for me to hear like where you are at in your career, where you want to be, what might be places that you're getting stuck on, and for me to really share how I could help you. There is a simple application process that just kind of asks you some really important questions that will help me be the most support. So I have some sessions left in March, I believe. Definitely have April and May. So if you're interested, go to the Start Here page on my website. I would love, love, love to talk to you. Or if you know someone who might be interested, send them there. Okay, so let's get to it, right? Because this is the point really, is like, all right, so your soul has things to tell you, and I want to guide you so you have that space to receive from your soul. So wherever you are, getting comfortable, and remember that these are recorded on my Facebook page. So if for some reason you're not really at a space right now where you can go deep inside, follow along, but remember you can hear it again. And these meditations are so powerful to hear over and over and over, because each time your soul will give you more guidance. Okay, so wherever you are, as we get started, if you can take some nice breaths. And if it's possible for you to close your eyes, go ahead and close your eyes. And as you close your eyes and you take some nice inhales and exhales, bringing your awareness to your hips and your pelvis, bringing your awareness to your knees and your ankles and your feet. And really taking a moment to visualize beautiful roots of light going down your legs and out the bottoms of your feet deep into the earth. And imagine that through these roots you're letting go, you're releasing any stress, any tension, any sense of rushing or urgency, just letting it drop into the earth. Knowing that Mother Earth will recycle and compost whatever you release. And if there's something that you just want to put aside, that you kind of need to pick up again after our gathering, just imagine that you're putting it aside and the light is just infusing it, right? So if there's a project, if there's some situation that you need to work on today, just put it aside and just let beautiful light fill it. Infuse it as we do this inner journey. So now breathing in that earth energy up your feet, up your legs, up to the crown of your head. Feeling so grounded, so supported, so held. And then let's bring our hands, the palms of your hands, over to your heart center. And if you haven't seen me do this before, you can just open your eyes and see. So your hands right at your heart center, right at the center of your chest. Taking some nice breaths as you bring your awareness to your beautiful heart space, knowing that that is the entryway to your soul. So as your hands are there, start to imagine a beautiful light there in your heart, knowing that your soul loves you unconditionally, that your soul is always with you. Always, 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 whether you are aware of it or not, whether you are receiving its love or not, it is always there. So see that beautiful light in your heart, so vast and loving and compassionate. Notice how your soul is so delighted that you are here, ready to receive her love, her guidance, her wisdom. And in this space, you are so surprised. You remember that your soul has no agenda. That your soul is not trying to fix you, because your soul sees your perfection already. Your soul sees your beauty. There is no fixing energy. Your soul accepts you in this moment exactly as you are. So welcoming this soul energy, I invite you to imagine that your soul now is in front of you. And your soul can show up in so many different ways. In this moment, imagine your soul is in front of you and she looks like you. But there's this otherworldly energy to her. Perhaps she's glowing, or there's glitter emanating from her, light radiating from her. Maybe she's wearing just some beautiful clothes. Whatever, however she appears, trust that image. But there she is, sitting in front of you, her eyes level with your own eyes. And notice how she looks into your eyes with so much love. Notice how she looks at you with so much pride. She's so proud of you, all of the courageous steps you have taken. That's what she sees. That's what she remembers. All of your courage that has led you to this moment. And as you're sitting there in front of her, you notice her heart center, how radiant it is. So keeping your left heart on your heart, you extend your right hand over her heart, your soul's heart. And you can just do it in your mind, or maybe you actually stretch out your hand as I'm doing, envisioning that your right hand is over your soul's heart. And then feeling her hand over yours, over your heart. So you are connected. Your hand on top of her heart, her hand on top of your heart. So you are receiving a direct transmission from your soul's heart to your heart. As you receive it, your heart relaxes, it opens. It releases any tightness, any tension, any fears of really being seen, any fears of opening your heart even more. And bringing your hands, both hands, back to your heart, knowing that that heart transmission will continue. You look back into your soul's eyes, and she knows that you have some questions for her. And you know that as you ask her these questions, she always answers. Even if you don't become aware of the answer yet, there's no pressure. Because you know the answer will come to your awareness at the perfect time. If not now, later. So looking into your soul's beautiful eyes, you're asking her, beautiful soul, you know what my career goals are for this year. They are bold. They are courageous. I'm so committed to you, to achieving these goals in a way that is full of flow and ease and courage. But asking, beautiful soul, in this moment, I ask you, what is the next right step for me to take? Today, what is the next right step for me to take to achieve those big goals I have? Again, beautiful soul, what is the next right step for me to take today? And just listen. Let her fill your heart and mind with her answers. Just breathe. What is the next right step for me to take today? And remember, it's okay if you don't know the answer yet. She's placing the answer in your heart. Okay, so next question, beautiful soul. Is there something you are guiding me to release today, this week, that will make it easier for me to achieve my goals? Again, beautiful soul. Is there something you are guiding me to release today, this week, so that I can achieve these goals? Again, beautiful soul, is there something you are guiding me to release today, this week, so that I can achieve these goals? You can't just receive the answer. No, your soul always answers. And next question, beautiful soul, is there something you're guiding me to embrace today or this week that will make it easier for me to achieve these goals? Again, beautiful soul, is there something you're guiding me to embrace today or this week that will make it possible for me to achieve my big goals? Again, beautiful soul, is there something you're guiding me to embrace today, this week, so that I can achieve my big career goals? And finally, just asking your soul this simple question, is there anything else that you want me to know in this moment? Is there anything else? And your soul might answer you with words, feelings, an image, a song, or later through synchronicity, but asking again, is there anything else you want me to know in this moment? What else? And taking some deep breaths, feel all those answers in your heart, even if you're not consciously aware of them yet, but you might be. See your beautiful soul's eyes looking at you with so much love and delight, knowing that whatever guidance your soul gave you, she wouldn't give it to you if you were not ready, if she wasn't going to offer all of the help and support that you need. So now bringing the palms of our hands together, first bowing to your beautiful soul, and see how she bows to you with so much reverence and love and respect and honor. And we bow to each other, all of you who are watching live, all of you who will watch the recording, and bow to your own beautiful heart. And we close this inner journey with a namaste. Namaste, dear ones, namaste. As you come out, do a nice stretch. Some nice stretches, and I'm going to burn a little sage, Palo Santo actually, some Palo Santo, which will travel throughout the ethers to all of us to kind of seal this space. Leah, nice to connect with you. All right, so before I pull a card or two for all of you, Namaste, Jill. And a couple of things for you to remember. On March 31st, I have another Soul Flow for the Healer class at Lighthouse Yoga in Beverly. That's only open to 8 people. So if you're interested, I would love to see you. It's just a beautiful, like a circle of women healers. Whether you use the word healer or not, that might not be the word you use. But it's all about helping you to fill yourself up so that you can give, right? And helping to release any stuff that you've, as healers of the world, we are doing so much. Even when we don't think we're doing so much. We're transmuting for the earth, right? We are healing. So this is a class especially for you. And I would love to see you. If you go to Lighthouse Yoga in Beverly, their website, it's under the Sunday offerings, March 31st. And I have something on the 24th that I'm still kind of figuring out, so I will tell you that. Sign up to my mailing list if that's the best way to kind of keep in touch with all the things that I'm doing. You can go to my website to do that. In April 2nd, I will be at the center doing my first book reading for my next book. I'm so excited and yes, nervous, but if you want to go, I would love to see you at the center. Tuesday, April 2nd, we will share lunch together, and then I will be doing a talk about my next book, Birthing the Priestess Within. That is from 12 to 2, and I think it's $22 for that. And my spring retreat, May 3rd, write it down. Bloom boldly in your career. It's about blooming boldly. I would love to see you. And registration is opening up this week. And that's also kind of a small group, so if you're interested, sign up. All right. Anything else I have to say? No, I think that is it. So I'm gonna pull a card for you, 2 cards for you. And this is for, this first one is from the Life Purpose deck by Doreen Virtue, if you're not familiar with it. There it is. And oracle cards, you know, I read about in my book too, they're just a fun, easy way to get guidance from your soul. They're not future telling devices. They are a way to bypass our logical mind and our fear and our overthinking, because our soul's always talking to us, but sometimes we doubt it, right? So when we use oracle cards, it's just a great way to be like, oh, and so many times it's just validation. So as I'm shuffling this, my question is, what does your soul want you to know? Your soul is efficient, so it will find the perfect card that will resonate with all of you, even if at first you're like not clear on it. So what does your soul want you to know about the next steps to take this week, today or this week? So I'm not talking about steps for like next month or next year or when you're ready, like now. Okay, so now. So you're ready now. Ooh, look at this, animals. So it says animals, you understand animals and communicate with them intuitively. Trust your inner guidance as the animals are part of your life's work. So look at that. So for some of you, this might be totally obvious, like maybe you're directly working with animals. Lorenza, I'm thinking of you and your Reiki on pets career path. But also there's spirit animals, right? And I do a lot of work with spirit animals. I actually, unfortunately, have a lot of animal allergies. So they come in my dreams, I see them, and there's so much animal medicine. So for you, if, you know, it might literally be your pets or work that you're going to be doing with animals, but if that doesn't resonate, then perhaps spirit animals are talking to you. And if that's the case, I mean, you can just Google any animal and find the medicine for that animal. But so animals, you're going to get guidance through animals this week. Okay, so this is important. And then the last, this deck, Denise Linn, love Denise Linn, Gateway Oracle. I love that deck. She has some really awesome journal prompts with each card. So I highly recommend it. And it's just such a loving deck. So, okay, card number 2, same question. What does your soul want you to know in this moment about following your soul's guidance to evolve your career? Beautiful. Being in the flow. I am in the flow of the universe. So this is like a mantra, right? Not like a mantra, it's a mantra. Being in the flow. Look at her. She's on that beautiful boat, on the flow, in the flow, on the flow of the universe. I am in the flow of the universe. So I would say take this affirmation or make it your own, but it's that beautiful. And that's actually, you know, I'm going to put it up here again. That is actually what my soul, when I was leading the inner journey, I often get guidance from myself too. And my guidance that I received was, you're in the flow. You're exactly where you're meant to be. So use that affirmation, right? That's such a loving affirmation of, I'm in the flow of the universe. And when you feel out of the flow, come back to that affirmation. Like, okay, wait a minute. I'm feeling like I'm working too hard. I'm misaligned. Come back to, I'm in the flow of the universe, and the soul will guide you on what's the next right step, right? All right, lovely people. Thank you for being here with me. It was such a joy. I will be back next Monday. Remember, Facebook Lives are the first 3 Mondays of the month. So next Monday will be, I believe, the last Monday in March, and then I take a week off. All right. Love to see you. And if you want to schedule that breakthrough session, go to my website. And if you have any specific topics you would love for me to talk about in the Facebook Live around following your soul's guidance to evolve your career, please share. I would love to know. Bye, everyone. Have a wonderful day. Follow your soul's guidance. Hi, Judy. Bye, everyone.